Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. So today what I'm going to be doing is I have been working on a recipe junk journal for my daughter so that she could have it with all of our family recipes and she could add recipes to it as she grows. And so this was actually being made on my Better Buys channel, but I decided to start this channel just for junk journaling. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be working on these junk journals here on this channel now. If you're new to this channel and you didn't come from my Better Buys channel, you can always go over there if you are interested in watching how I've put this junk journal together. I was also working on a prayer journal that I will continue working on this channel. So with all that being said, what I plan on doing today is I'm not working in this junk journal, but I'm going to be making tags for this junk journal. So what I am going to be doing is I have my little tag templates. I have a few of them, so I'm going to be using these to help me make my tags. And then I also have a file folder. This file folder I picked up from the Dollar Tree. And then I also thought that I can use this. This came with some paper clips that I had purchased, and it's a thick cardstock. So I'm going to turn this into a tag as well. It has some really cute like tan dots on it. And then I was thinking it'd be really fun to use this butter box as a tag. And I saw that this one is about the size of this, so I thought that that'd be kind of cool to have in the junk journal. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So I'll start off cutting out my template, or I'm sorry, cutting out my tags. And then I wanted to share that I picked up these are like little sandwich wraps or food wraps from Temu. So I'll be using these. So as a homeschooling mom, I'm not sure if you guys all know that I'm a homeschooling mom. Oh, the camera's shaking. But I heard about these books by Julia Rothman, and so I picked up the Food Anatomy, the Farm Anatomy, Nature Anatomy, and Ocean Anatomy. And you guys, these books are absolutely beautiful. And I did some unit studies with my daughter. She was not a huge fan of them, and I just figured that I wouldn't do it with my son. But I loved these books so much, and I loved them for the illustrations, and I went back and forth about tearing it apart. But because I love these illustrations so much, and if I just kept it in a book, they would literally just sit on my bookshelves in the schoolroom, and we would never go through them. So I figured I might as well use these beautiful illustrations in my junk journal. And I thought that this would be perfect to use in the food junk journal. So I'm going to go ahead and use these to add to the tags. So, I mean, these are so nice, you guys. The illustrations are so cool. And like I said, they have all different types of books. The Nature Anatomy is really nice as well. But yeah, so I did tear this apart. It kind of hurt a little bit to tear this book apart just because I love it so much, but I figured I would definitely get more use out of it using it in my junk journals. All right, so those are the pages that I'm going to be using. I'm not sure which ones yet. So first off, I'm just gonna start making the tags. So to make it super easy, I just use my cutter and I'm just gonna cut off. Uh-oh, I did that in the wrong spot. So I'm gonna cut off the part that, you know, the part that bends. I've really been on a tag and journaling card kick lately just because I'm working on so many different junk journals that you can never have too many of these to fill the junk journals with. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one. You know what? Actually, I think I'm going to just cut this one out real quick because this one's going to be super easy. Because I'm literally just going to cut this off. I could even use this in the junk journal for a belly band, or I could turn it into like a bookmark or something like that. Oops. So I'm going to cut it like this. And I'm not the best at cutting straight, but it's okay. So that was actually perfect. So there's a tag, easy as that. Okay, so let me just gonna cut the little flaps off so then I can put this in my little box for my recipe junk journal, because I have all of my different journal stuff like in separate containers or boxes or little totes, just to kind of try to stay organized. All right. Okay, so getting back to what I was really gonna do. So typically, let's see if I get more this way. We're gonna go across this way, I think. So I'm just going to trace around these, and then I will, where's my pencil? I'll trace around these with a pencil. I'll trace all of it, and then I'll cut them. Oops. And then I literally just line it right up, because when I cut it straight down, it'll just separate the two. And then this one, when I cut this, I'll turn it into a tag. So it'll be a skinnier tag. That's probably what I could actually do with this. I could turn it into a skinny tag. It's actually what I'm going to do, I think. It is a little beat up like on the back, but I can always add paper to that, and it is a little bent from where I opened it. I'm getting sidetracked, you guys. This happens sometimes for me, but it's okay. There we go. So there's another little tag. This is uneven a little bit. There, that's better. I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna do some of these. Let me see how many I could get of these. I'm gonna do it that way. I need to cut the edge off just a little bit. So I don't want this to be as tall because it doesn't fit in my junk journal that great. So I'm just gonna flip it over and kind of take off some of this length on it. I like the width to it. I'm just gonna make sure that this is lined up here so that I cut a straight line or I draw a straight line. So we'll just go there. Okay, so basically I have one really large one. I have this one here. I'm not sure if I'm even going to use this one to do what I've planned to do. But I have 4. I think I have 4. Or is it just 3? No, I have 3 of this size. And then I have 3 of these. So I don't know if I'm going to do all these with you guys today, but I do want to share how I plan on making these tags. So basically, for one of them, I'm going to use this. This is actually from Temu. I think I already mentioned that. But I'm going to take this, and you could use anything. You can use a page from a recipe, like a cookbook. You can use the writing from a recipe book. You could use just a blank paper. You can use this if you wanted to. I mean, literally, it is up to you guys. But I do like how you can kind of see through this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto here. I'm noticing that that is a little bit off, so I'll line it up as best as I possibly can, and then I will trim it back. You know what? I want to actually put this on top. I think it's easier for me having the paper laid down, and then this, let me make sure it's the right way. Yeah. So I'm actually gonna line up the side first, and then if it's not straight across the top, then I'll just trim it back. Okay, so any type of paper that you have left over is perfect for something like this, or something like this. So these are really fun to do as well. I think it came with like 8 of these, but I picked them up from a thrift store. I love having this on hand. Maybe I'll make something like this with you guys, and so we could do that together. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this one off to the side, and I'm gonna stick it under a couple of my books. I'm gonna use some of these to put on these tags. This is kind of cute. It has like some facts on it. This is cool too. I don't know if I want to use that because I don't want to cover that side. It has like definitions on it. Look at how cute that place setting is. Would that fit here? No, I bet it would fit. See, some of these I could even do like journaling cards. So something that size, I'd probably do that. These are all so cute. Like, look at this. This would be cool to have as a big journaling card. I just hate covering up the other side, because that is really cool. The international cupboard. So just different things that people use in different countries. That's super cool. Like these ovens would be really cool to have. Ooh, that one would be really pretty on here. Maybe I'll fussy cut around that. Okay, that's an idea. I'm gonna put that with it. I hope this doesn't bore you guys. I kind of like to walk through my process just so that you guys can see, you know, other people's process when they, or thought process when they are creating things. I know it helps me when I watch people. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for on this channel, is that it just kind of sparks something creatively, you know? That would have been really cute if it would have fit like this, and then you could have even had like a pocket. I wonder if I could put this and then have, oh my gosh, my daughter loves watermelon. She loves it. How to cut an avocado. This is really a cute little paper. Okay. Oh my gosh, this bread one is absolutely adorable. Okay, let's see something. I'm going to fussy cut okay, so there's one. I'm not done with this. I'm just putting it like that. Oh, I don't want to cut that because look at how cute. See, that's the problem with this book, is everything is so cute. I really just, I don't want to cut anything. So I kind of have to just make myself just start cutting without worrying about the back page too much. And this can definitely go sideways with this. I'm gonna have to get some sort of paper. I may actually use that wax paper behind these. Just so that, oh, dropped my pencil. Okay, let me cut this stove out. We're gonna do the old 1900s one. How cute is that? Okay, that is adorable. I wonder if I should put something behind it. I don't know, but I like that. This is probably a scrap. Look at that, how to make vinegar in 5 steps. This I should turn into a flip-in. I wonder if I have somewhere in my book. Let me look to see if I have anywhere in my junk journal. I get so sidetracked, you guys. I hope that you guys are enjoying this. I could cut around that and it could be a flip-in. Because look how cool that is. And it's a recipe. Okay, I'm totally getting sidetracked. That is not what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I really love this. But I also really love this. See, that doesn't fit though. I don't want to ruin that. I'd rather it be on a bigger tag. And I might go back and, you know, do more tags after this video. This is kind of cool for a journaling tag. Look at that one. Oh, look at that. I forgot everything that was in this book, you guys, but it is so good. Like, look at that. Where are you going, Salem? Hmm? Okay, so I think I'm gonna have this on there. Okay, so now I'm going to cut these. So I cut these out here. Uh-oh, I missed a piece there to cut. I could have probably like torn it and that would have looked really cute, but they're still a little wet, I feel like. So, okay, so these are ready for the next part. Now what I wanted to see is how it looked with that on the background of it, and I kind of like it to have it behind. It kind of looks cute with that backing, but I don't really want all of my tags to have the same backing. So I'm thinking I'm going to use my my other tissue that I have. I don't know, I'll have to look. And when I had thought of this idea, I literally just took a plain tag that I had and I took tea-dyed paper and I folded it. And so my idea was to have, this is the wrong one, I think it was this size, so it was, I think, this template. Okay, so my idea was to have a little like opening on your tag, right? So you can open it like this, and my idea is that you can glue this into the book. You could take your template out and you can open the page that way. And so you can have decorations, you know, embellishments on the front. You could have journaling spaces on the inside. You can stamp it. But that was my idea, okay? My other idea was to have one that's a little bit taller. So same concept. You would put the tag in like that, and you would have the two, I forget what they're called, but they're round, and you use like string to tie it. So I want to do that, and the idea is that it opens as well, but it opens that way. And you can also take the tag out of it, so all of this would have something on it, and then you would have embellishments. You can leave it like this to where you take it in and out of the book, or you could glue this piece to the actual junk journal itself. So when I was trying to find a paper for that, I was struggling because of just the way that the pages are laid out. Now wait, that is a little, it's like a cardstock. That's not part of the book. It was sent, it's like little posters. I got a few of them. I have this one. I got the anatomy of a food truck, the Sunday anatomy. So it came with quite a few. But when I was doing the actual book pages, I was having a hard time. So they were the wrong direction, and also I had the inside, so it didn't make sense. So I forgot that I had this in these. So it's the same concept as these. So I actually cut it back. I cut the bottom off, and then I cut around it. And so I was playing around, and I thought I had the camera going, but I forgot that I had turned it off. But I folded it after I cut it back, and I think I'm gonna have it like this. So it goes like that, and it will have something here to attach it. Now I'm not gonna glue this down because I love that you can see the eggs on the back as well, but this will be able to go in and out, and I can take this whole thing and put it inside the junk journal in a pocket somewhere, or I can even put it through one of my belly bands. This one may be hard because of that, but it could go anywhere. I could stick it behind one of these. That one may be hard too, but there's different things that I can do. I can stick it here, because once I have the little circles here, it'll hold this down. This is a thicker cardstock, so it's making it a little bit harder to keep it closed. So I don't know if I'm gonna use a plain one, or I think that this one may actually look really cute in the background. I like that. So on the inside it's blank, so I can actually journal in here, or I can even use some of my little journaling stickers in here. But I thought that that would be really cool. So this one will go into here, and I can journal, like I said, on the inside and also on the back here. So there's one. Okay, so I was thinking I can use this tag, and I'm going to actually use this dyed paper, and with this tag I think it's going to be the one with the oil or olive press. So I'm going to put backing on this, and then I'm going to have this on the actual tag, and then I cut out more of the olive oil, and I was thinking that I want this to be on the front like that, and then this will open like that, and then this I can have here, and then this will be where I journal, and this would be inside here. So I think that that will be cute, as long as I make sure to have this covering the paper behind it like that, so you don't see it. But that would kind of be like the flip. Yeah, that would be cute. Okay, so that is gonna be that one. I also picked up this dollhouse decorator book from a thrift store, And they have some stuff in here for kitchens that I thought would look super cute to decorate the book with. But I'm thinking I could maybe do it as like a tip-in. I wonder if I cut around this and I had it on the corner here. It's on the other side. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like these too. It has the cutlery and metal containers, jugs and bowls, and then pots and pans, homemade preserves, baking utensils. Look how cute that is. So I may actually cut those out instead of using this side and maybe collage it on something. I think that's what I'm gonna do for one of these. This is longer. I think I'm gonna cut that part out. This is scraps that I had. I actually ironed this napkin onto freezer paper. So I think I'm going to glue this down. Gonna cut off some of this just to straighten it out. I wanted to show you guys too on the Tombow Mono. You can use this side and it's actually really cool. The only thing about it, it's kind of like a brush in a way, but it comes out with a lot, but it helps spread the glue out so you don't have the little lines. So I do really like that about the Tombow Mono. Just gonna glue this onto there, but before I do that, I'm going to use the distressing ink. Now I have this cheesecloth. I was hoping that I can cut this and use this on one of the tags as well. I think that that would look kind of fun. I wonder if I should use this as a pocket. And I am going to put this around the tag. I really like putting texture in the junk journal just so that when you're flipping through you have different textures and sounds. So like this cheesecloth kind of gives it a different texture. This napkin even has a little bit of a different texture. So I think that that's kind of cool when you're flipping through a journal. So I'm going to let this one dry and then I'll cut around it and we're just going to put little things on it to decorate. But I'll stick this just up here with that one. I think right now we should just go ahead and start gluing these down. I did want to put something under this one here, but I have to figure out what. I do want to use my Distress ink around this. So this was just a piece of paper that was wrapped around some pages. So I'm just going to cut that piece off and cut this piece. And this has a really nice texture. I don't know if you guys could see it, but it's a really cool texture. So I'm thinking I can glue it a little bit below that and then a little bit, or I'm sorry, glue this here and then cut this off just a little bit so that a little will be showing. Probably, let's do I think we could glue this just like that. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to cut this just a little bit more. That's close enough for me. So I'm gonna glue this onto there. Okay. Then I'm going to take this and have it like that. So that is one of the tags. And then this is what's gonna go on the front of that. So I'm going to age these papers. Maybe I will have this one glued first on the inside. That I have it far enough over. So that when this is closed and this is on it, you don't see this underneath of it. So for the most part, you can't see, I mean, you can see a little bit, but it's not bad. So this, what I'll probably end up doing, because I don't have anything to close this with, oh, I have to cut that off. Because, let's see if I can rip it. Yeah, there. Because that won't close inside the folds. Let me put a little bit of glue there. I had picked up these really cute paper clips from Temu. And they are vegetable shapes and fruit, super cute. So what I'm thinking, this definitely needs to dry, and I need to put something here. Oops, wrong way. But this, maybe a radish or a carrot. Okay, so I'll hold it together like that. Isn't that super cute? But we still have to do a couple things with this, but it needs to dry. So I'm gonna take that out. I'm thinking maybe I'll put something here now. This won't work because you can see through that. It is windy. So now I'm trying to see what I can decorate this with. And because this has so much, I don't want this to have too much because it already has all the writing and this has all the photos or illustrations. So I think when I open it, this is kind of messed up. I need to glue that. But I have these. I think I'm gonna use one of these. Look how cute that is. Receipt is kind of cute. Maybe I'll have that there. I do have some of these, and you know what I didn't realize that I had? I forgot. I think I have an olive oil in here. I think that that would look super cute with this somewhere. Maybe right there. I think that that is cute. Okay, so I will let that dry. Let me pick up my mess. It is late. So I wanted to see if there was something that I could put with this and this. About salt and pepper. That'd be kind of cute. Oven's kind of cute, or mittens. Oh, these eggs. Maybe a timer. I think that this timer is super cute, I think, for that, because it's kind of the shape of an egg. Okay, let's see what we can do. So with this sticking out, I'll do this on this side. And then I know I want to do the eggs. That's super cute. I think I need some sort of color to break that up. So maybe I think I need it bigger. And that isn't really breaking up the color very much. This pad of paper I got from the Dollar Tree. They had several different kinds, but as you can see, the paper is really thin. And I ripped the larger part away from the two smaller parts. And so instead of using my 4-in-1 or my Tombow Mono, I think I'm going to use the Tombow Mono glue stick. Now, I don't think that this works that great, but because the paper's so thin, I'm worried about using this with it because this is very watery. It's like, you know, more of like a liquid base. So I'm going to try to just use this and we'll see how it sticks. I'll know by tomorrow because it'll start lifting. So because I glued it down first and then I folded it, there's like little air pockets in here. So I think, oh, that's actually staying really good. I think next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the paper on whatever I'm gluing it to, and I'm going to fold it first. And then the folded side, like I would do this side first and then lay it down. And then I would do this side. Because see, now I have that crease there. I'm not too worried about it. It might bother me a little bit, but it's okay. Because once you open it, it looks alright. Okay, so here is the crease that I'm talking about. Maybe I will use something to go down. This didn't have that little cutout right there that I did. I wonder if I could stick something little in there though and use that as a pocket. I actually could do that. That would be really cute actually. I wonder if I could do this a little bit better. I need to do it more like that. Okay. So I'm going to glue this down, but I am going to use this glue. And I'm only going to go around this side and the top and bottom because I'm going to use this as like a little pocket. Oops. Okay. Now I'm going to do these with just my glue stick because again, the pages are really thin. Oh, whoops, I was going to cut this. Just going to let that dry and then I'll cut it. Of fruit. this is my journaling spaces. I have the little pocket here to kind of just, it's like a little tuck spot actually, like that. And then we're gonna take the tag and we're gonna stick it just like that, just like this. I'm really kind of bummed about this part right here, because it really is lifting and creasing. Or if I use my bone folder. No, it doesn't make it any better. You guys see how it's like wrinkled right here and there, so just keep that in mind if you do something like that. I'm definitely gonna have to put this like under a heavy book, because see how the card is even, or the tag is even folding. Alright, so we want to do, if that's even or not, but we're just going for it, and it's okay. Oops. Then I have these. Go with, I think I want to do green, because then that's a lot of green. That's not even a matching green. Maybe we'll do yellow. Yellow will be kind of cool. Yeah. So we are going to stick the eyelet right there into that hole. We're gonna adjust this. Oh, really good. There we go. All right, so we have that. Now we are gonna see which ribbon we want to use on this. I don't think I like that. I think I'm gonna like this or the yellow one. These ones are from Temu. This I got during Christmas from Dollar General, and these I got through Temu. Oh, how cute is that? I think that that is really cute, but I also might like the yellow. I have a paper clip here, but I think I'm going to do a video with you guys that I make some paper clips, but for now we'll just leave this as is, like this. Okay, you guys, so it has been a few days. I went off camera and I just finished all of the tags, but I wanted to kind of share with you what I made. I know sometimes if I just look at an item, I can kind of figure out how to create the same thing or something similar, so I thought maybe that would work, just because the video was already an hour plus long, so I didn't want to keep you guys, you know, for too long. I feel like an hour, I think it's like 6 minutes or so. So far is just a long time. This is one of the more simpler ones that I did. I just did the napkin on the freezer paper. I cut this out from one of my books. I did use some baker's twine that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. The tag was made out of a file folder, a manila file folder. Then I just did an eyelet. I used a bulb pin and I put some beads on here. And then I just have like this little silver kitchen utensil. It's like a turner, but it says love on it. So that's just a simple, basic, easy tag. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, so the next one I did that you guys saw me working on is this one here. I am going to be making some paper clips, but I don't know if I'll keep this one on here. But this is just gonna open up like this. We have the tag in here. This is the creasing that I was talking about. Do you see how bad that is? So that's a little disappointing, but it is what it is. I mean, you live and learn. So next time what I've learned is I'm going to start from one side, get that one side laid down, and then I will fold it, and then I will get the next side laid down. But anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. So here is my tag. This ribbon is from Temu. I just did an eyelet. This paper I used, it's like a wax sandwich wrap that I got from Temu. I covered my manila envelope tag, or I'm sorry, my manila folder tag. Then I just used this cute little paper here. I ripped some paper and I backed my little fussy cut eggs that I had in my kit. I did use some paper here from Dollar Tree. It was a little pack of paper. And then I used this border here that I actually cut out from around this. If you can see, this is actually this. And I turned this into a pocket. Now I may change these out. I just have these in for, you know, just to kind of share with you guys what my thought process was. But that will close back up. So I can either glue this into my journal, which I probably won't do because I really like how you can see the different style of eggs and how they were cooked, kind of like a diner. And so I'll probably have it like this, pin it and stick it into some sort of pocket. But we're just gonna stick that back on there. The next one that I did with you guys, I did add some more to it. I went ahead and add this ribbon. This was actually from Dollar General. I did a bulb pin with this cute little tassel and a fork and a knife. And then, so this is kind of the same concept. So you just open this flap here and this flap here. And then you have a tag. You can do journaling on the back. You can do journaling in here. And then I just put some journaling sticker paper here and I put this little fussy cut olive oil there. So I thought that that was kind of fun, adding the little bulb pin with the little charms. The next thing, I was really excited. I kind of wish that I filmed this one. But what this is I have just this large manila folder that I glued some of that wax sandwich paper to. Both of these are from the Dollar Tree. The eyelet I used is from Temu. I went ahead and printed this out for my own computer. It's just a little mason jar. But this is a mason jar lid that I bought from the Dollar Tree. I put lace around it. This, I believe, was my mother-in-law's. So this is my daughter's grandmother's. I've been trying to put stuff from each side, my mom's and my husband's mom's stuff inside of this, along with mine and my sister's, just to kind of have some things that are more sentimental for her as she grows up. And then I found these really cute little pictures of these mason jars that have like jelly and stuff in them. And it said homemade preserves on it. So I cut that out of a book. And this just goes inside there. So I thought that that was really cute. Thought that that was kind of fun. Now, I'm actually going to visit my mom and my sister. They're in a different state, and we are going to be doing some canning. So I thought whatever we can, I'll get the recipe from them, and then I will put it either on the back of this, or I'll just have, that might be just for her to write on, but I may have a recipe card that can kind of slip in here with the little canning section in her junk journal. So I thought that would be really fun. The next one is the one with cheesecloth. I did put the cheesecloth on the tag with you guys, but the rest I did on my own. This lace again is from my mother-in-law. I just did an eyelet here. I glued down a little recipe card that I printed out. And then this is just some old school washi tape. And I thought it was really cute. It's like Coca-Cola and stuff like that. But I thought that was kind of fun. Then I went ahead and just put the eyelet in this little butter box. And this is an actual box of butter that we use to make a specific cookie that my mom sent us the recipe for. So this will go with that specific recipe. This is some of her material that I cut into a little strip, and I add it to just this ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree. But I thought that that was kind of fun because it's actually the box that we used. Then this one's pretty simple. This one was just the tag with the wax paper. I did this with you guys, and I cut out this. I just decided to glue it on here. I did the eyelet. This is cheesecloth. I thought that would be kind of fun. I kind of frayed it with a bulb pin and this really cute little pastry charm. I thought that that would look really good with this because it kind of matches. And then the last one that I did, I started to do this one with you guys, but I did finish it on my own. So what I did was, these are cupcake liners, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of fan them out behind this little oven. Kind of gave it a different type of dimension, a different look. And then I just used this eyelet, this bulb pin with a button, and some really pretty ribbon. But I thought that that was kind of fun. Now, I'm not going to use this as a tag. I will probably glue it to a page, and this will be a pocket, I think, but it'll look like a tag. So I think it's going to be a pocket, if it'll fit in the book. I'm not sure. I'll have to play around with it. But that is it, you guys. Those are all of the tags. I hope that you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. I know my videos for junk journaling are not very professional. They are literally just to hang out with you guys and have some fun and be creative. So I hope you don't come to my channel for like a tutorial. Maybe later on in my crafting journey, I will get to that point to where I can do those things with you guys. But right now I'm still learning, so I'm kind of just in the process of doing it. And I think it's fun to have other crafters alongside me doing it as well. But if you guys have any tips or tricks, make sure you guys leave them down in the comments for me. I love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what junk journal you guys are working on right now. But with all that being said, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out again. I really do appreciate it. And before you guys leave, if you haven't already, please give me a subscribe, a like, leave me a comment, and maybe hit that notification bell. That way you are alerted anytime I have new uploads. With all that being said, you guys, be safe, be blessed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.